Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to another episode of the Married to Sports podcast. I almost said I'm gonna say it, guys. Uh, with me as always, I've got Corey and Rodney. Good morning, Coach Bacon. Welcome in. Talk to us about what's going on new with you. I know you guys are on break, getting ready to kick off. Well, you guys come back and then you guys go to Christmas break, which is almost right immediately, and then you come back the next semester.
Yeah.
Uh, Tell us about what's been going on with you this last week.
Yeah, I think I always view this time as like my summer downtime, right? Like all summer I'm out recruiting. So like right now I mean we've got a large portion of our recruiting class done. We're kind of start working on transfers. We've had a couple in on visits, but really start to hammer those down. Um, Besides that, like this is yeah, like I said, this is kind of our downtime. I know last week was like weird. I ended up getting out of town for a little bit. We had a member of our family pass. It's kind of nice to get out of town. Not nice reason why, but it's kind of just to recharge the batteries time. Um, Fix all the things around the house that I don't normally have time to do. Um, and then my wife finds new things for me to do as soon as I'm done with those. So
All right.
it's yeah,
As a
just R and
Finally
R.
got to
as a
dust all the
coach,
power tools off.
Yeah, not quite there yet. I got to remodel the bathroom here in the next 6 weeks, so I should probably get after it.
as a coach, when is your honey-do list the longest? During the season or downtime?
So I think that like it's just always there. I don't know if I could answer that, Rodney. I It's just always there.
I was gonna say the honeydew list is never
No,
done.
it's
Never.
not. But
Yeah,
during the season when you're on the road all the time, the wife
yeah. I mean,
expects.
I think Rodney, you're married.
I know.
It's always long.
No,
I don't know. I
no,
think
mine. You forget.
whenever we think it's short, there's things we don't know.
Yeah, you forget.
I would
Yep.
say we
Forget
think that
one
list is
thing.
short because we haven't checked in yet.
Mine's daily due though. The daily due.
Oh,
But we'll get off of that one. I'm not going there. So, Brandon, what we got in the world of sports?
What do we got in the world of sports? Well, we got a lot of Pee Wee football to cover. But before we get into that, uh, Shador Sanders had his first start, coach. And did you get to watch any of that?
I watched probably a good 70% of the drives he was on. I kind of was flipping back when they had the ball.
I was mildly impressed with Shador. But
Yeah,
what I wanted to get into a little bit was his press conference moments afterwards. And I loved it. I loved what he said. I'm going to be real. Throw the Browns under the bus. Let everybody know what's really going on in Cleveland. Because it looks bad on the organization, and I think the GM needs to be fired. I think Kevin Stefanski needs to be fired, and I think Shador Sanders is going to save Kevin Stefanski's job. Now, I don't understand why you get credit for under delivering with a talented roster, but Shador Sanders is going to help this dude out. What are your thoughts on it?
yeah. I mean, I think for his first start ever, he was impressive, right? Like I think if you look at like he's the first Browns quarterback to win their first start in like what I forget how many
Like
years.
17.
Made some made some really good deep throws. I think the biggest thing that stands out to me is like just how calm he is under duress, right? I think a lot of times you'll see younger quarterbacks like really freak out, and he just kind of slid up in the pocket, just calmly moved around, took some yards on the ground when they were available when they needed to. You saw the arm strength. You saw that he can deliver on time. I think he looks even better if Judy. I don't know what Judy was doing on the play he fumbled on when he like slows down and is like setting up a move, but he's surrounded by like three defenders.
We keep
Um,
having technical
Yeah,
issues.
so
that
yeah,
was
I mean,
crazy.
Are you going? Hey, coach, are you going to stay this time? I know. Are you going to stay this time? You went out times. 3 times you were out at the whole ball game, you know.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
I mean, but I think Judy. I don't know what Judy was doing, but like, I
That little hop
really,
skip.
it'll be interesting to see. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
yeah. I mean, it'll be really interesting to see here because I think Judkins is like a very, very good back. They've got
Yes.
they've got two good tight ends. I do think they're missing, but like Isaiah Bond got involved for the first time all year too, and that's a guy that I don't understand why the Browns haven't used him more. And so it'll be really interesting. I still think Stefanski, like you can't if Shador wins, like let's say he goes, I think they've got what 6 games left, goes 3-3 out, so he ends up 4-3. Like, how do you look at the guy and say like, man, we should keep this guy? He's a really good decision maker.
I'm kind of hoping the Browns trade him and get some draft capital. I would like to see Shador. I would like to see Shador go to a place where he can actually thrive and actually have a chance. His press conferences.
Well, that's the interesting part because Rodney's boy is rehabbing from his Achilles, Deshaun, and he'll be he'll be he'll be back in the mix at some point, just massaging defenses. Um,
Oh, you went there.
I mean,
Massaging defense.
but
At least you didn't use another word.
Hey, he learned it at Clemson.
he learned it at Clemson. Probably did. Uh,
Like,
it's interesting because the Browns defense is a top 10 defense, and they should win games with that.
right. What I saw from Shador Sanders was better than what I saw from Dylan Gabriel. But the thing for me was,
Yeah.
when Shador Sanders came in for Dylan Gabriel who got injured, the crowd they lighted up, the energy on the sideline changed, and when the Browns got Shador had the first start, dude, I saw Myles Garrett having fun out there. And it wasn't just Myles Garrett having fun because he had a bunch of sacks. He was having fun before he touched the field, which is different. It's something new that we've not seen from Myles Garrett. We've seen Myles Garrett go to work, but we've not
Yeah.
seen Myles Garrett happy at work. Keep an eye on that.
Yeah. Ask Mason Rudolph.
I forgot about that. With his own helmet. I'm not even gonna beat you with my helmet. I'm gonna beat you with your helmet. That's how bad I am.
Yeah.
Really quick, Coach. We did our NFL picks yesterday, but we do have Turkey Day. We're not gonna be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Real quick, we got the Packers and Lions. Who you got in that game?
Yeah. I think the Lions like have an interesting thing going on right now, right? Um, it's in Green Bay, correct?
Uh,
No, it's in
thanks for
Detroit.
Detroit. Yeah.
It's in Detroit. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm trying to pull that up.
actually, the game, first game of
I
the year was in Green Bay where they got Detroit got belt handed to them.
yeah, I you know I'm gonna go Lions because it's in Detroit, and and honestly, as a Bears fan, I just need like I need the we've got Green Bay twice, and if the Lions can win this one, that really helps the Bears create some space here.
Right. Right. Chiefs take on the Cowboys. Who you got in that game?
Yeah, I thought the Cowboys had probably the most impressive half of football in the NFL this year on Sunday.
Second half.
Um,
Yeah.
and that really troubles me to say. I'm sure Jerry soiled his diaper many times watching it. Um, but the the Chiefs a hard, like, yeah, they're 6-5, but they're just a hard team to beat. And this is kind of always when they turn it on. You're gonna have a back and forth contest. At the end of the day, I think the Cowboys' ability to run the ball a little bit better than the Chiefs puts them over the top here. Cowboys at home.
I like it. Bengals and Ravens.
Oh, dude, freaking Joe's back.
Yeah, he is.
Joe's back. It's going to be like 77-70, and Burrow's going to do that thing the Bengals do, and they're going to slowly eke their way back in where they're in the hunt. They aren't going to get there. They're too far behind, but they're going to be relevant and cause some chaos.
That that game right there, I got a question for you. If Burrow struggles with that toe not being able to push off with that throwing and all, at what point do you think you may see Flacco come back in, or you think it's going to be Burrow to ride the whole game?
I think it's going to be Burrow unless he re-injures it. I mean, I think these guys play like so banged up, right? Like they're always they're he will be in a state of mind which allows him to continue to compete
I don't.
unless he's injured
I
again.
don't like Joe Burrow's podium presence. I guess, if you will. It doesn't bother me when
He looks like Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone.
right. But I love what he says when he goes to the podium. I don't like when he's on the podium, but I love
Yeah,
what he says when he's on the podium. And he's like, What are you talking about? Like, I'm still a competitor. I'm still an athlete, and I would much rather be on the field than on the bench. What are you talking about?"
for
And
sure.
it's like, dude, you're saying exactly what I want a leader to say. But if you could be a little better at the podium, that'd be cool. I know it's nitpicky, but if that's the only thing I have to complain
Yeah.
about Joe Burrow about, man, he's freaking elite, man. That dude is so good. And then
Yeah, it would be really interesting if he was in Cleveland with that defense
I don't know about
because
that.
he hasn't had a defense with him forever.
It would be nice
I
to see him
tell you
on the
what,
defense.
you say that, especially with Bond, Judy, Judkins, Fannin, and Njoku, that would be a dangerous team.
Yeah,
I got a trade proposal
it
for
would be.
Cincinnati. I'll give you Dak and CD. You give me Jamar and Burrow, and then I'll give you 2 first-round picks. You give me Trey Hendrickson.
Um, as the GM, I'm hanging up. Click.
Why?
Click.
Hold on. What do you mean?
I'm I'm just I was being funny the way you said it.
Dak's
I
got
mean that's
MVP
probably
votes. Dak will probably get an MVP vote this year.
The MVP resides in Chicago.
No,
don't tell me
he's
Caleb
he's still
Williams.
in LA. The MVP is still in LA.
Yeah, Stafford's balling.
That
Stafford is balling out.
that you're right. But you know what? I had said through week 11, week 12 that no quarterback would win the MVP. It would be Jonathan Taylor's to. But you know what?
That's over with.
Ultimately, last week against the Chiefs, that went away.
But that's
So
Shane Steichen's fault because they should have kept feeding him. They took the ball out of his hand. Should have fed him. Should have fed him. Now this is the last game we're going to talk about on the big boy slate. We'll go to Pee Wee here in just a minute. But your game, the game that I'm most excited about, the game that I really don't want to choose either team, uh, Bears and Eagles.
Yeah,
Black Friday. Let's go.
this is like right. I've got to eliminate some hometown bias here because I don't know how the Bears won on Sunday with no starting linebackers, one of their DBs out, and then you go in the second drive of the game, you lose one of the backup linebackers. Then at the beginning of the second half, another backup linebacker gets hurt, and you end up still forcing turnovers, still like doing just enough. And then on the other side of the ball, like Caleb. I mean, the Steelers defense is really good. I think Mike Tomlin, if you look at his post game, he just like he he like compliments Ben Johnson's play calling in a way only Mike Tomlin can, right? Like, with scheme and talking about how you know, they just kind of were able to check into some things depending on the coverage and I think what you're seeing with the Bears is they are becoming the Lions of 2 years ago, where the defense is maybe not like now. Hey, we got help coming because Jalen's playing on Friday. Jalen Johnson's back,
That'd be
and
good.
so that's one of the best man corners in the league when healthy, and so that should help. Um, I worry about Saquon and him having that Saquon game without the linebackers because Tremaine Edmonds went on IR.
Yep.
I haven't really looked at the report to see who's in, who's out. I think they'll come out tomorrow.
Edmonds
But
being gone is huge.
I think they'll. I think yeah, Tremaine Edmonds, man, he's all over the place. But what you're seeing is Montez Sweat. Dennis Allen's dialing up some like unique stuff to get Sweat and some one-on-ones. And in the last 3 weeks, he's got 3.5 sacks, forced a fumble. And if there's one knock to Jalen is at times when guys are locked up and man, he will hold it a little long and leave himself susceptible to these really big sacks that kill
Yep.
drives. And so if the Bears can force Jalen to do that, they'll be in a spot to win the game. My gut tells me Philly's going to win it. My heart is going to be all in on the Bears to win it, and I think I agree with you. I think between Thursday and Friday, this game has the potential to really be the best one, and obviously it has the biggest playoff implication too.
You know what, though? You also got to look at how the Eagles lost that game against the Cowboys. Are they going to be down going into that game? That's the question we have to ask.
No,
Oh, I got
I really think they have one of the best leaders in the NFL in Jalen Hurts.
all
I
I got
mean,
to say, Coach. I got one thing to say to you: bear down.
mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
That's all I'm rooting for. The only time you'll hear
Well,
it.
I know that.
Corey,
hey, love it, Corey.
Uh,
Corey, that's going to be your name on here from now on. Bear down.
Well, you know
now,
what?
really quick, because I do want to move on to college, but really quick, this Bears Eagles game, seeing the Eagles lose 20, like they didn't score anything in that second half. The defense, Adoree Jackson, I don't know why if you're a quarterback, you don't find where he is and be like, there's my target. Because I would do that all game. Like he would have the longest game every time he stepped on that field. Where you at? Oh, that's my guy. Um,
You, you know, you say that, Brandon. We got a guy that comes on our lives sometime. And what's the first thing he said out of his mouth? Why aren't you targeting the rookie Rebel? Sorry, had a sneezing moment there. Rebel, if you were Jalen Hurts, because of the inexperience.
if you're
It's the same
smart,
thing
you'll
with
take on
Core.
Bland. What do you mean? Why would
But
you
I'm
take on
saying
the
that's
better
what
corner?
he said. I'm saying inexperience counts. But when you got the experience out there in Jackson, knowing that he is that awful, why aren't you targeting him
The
more?
Eagles
That's a,
traded for Adoree Jackson. They traded for Adoree Jackson. They went and got
right.
Adoree Jackson from the Giants and said, "Hey, you're good. You belong here." And he keeps getting cooked. There's a big difference between
I
attacking
mean,
my rookie corner, who's better than Deron Bland, versus attacking their corner, who they traded for, who would put them in a worse spot than what they had when they were with Big Play Slay and CJG. Right? CGJ Gardner Johnson. Right? Um, the
Bear.
Bears, I think, are in a more dangerous spot than the Eagles. I think the Eagles are feeling kind of supernatural funky, like they did a couple years ago where they fell apart at the end. The Bears have faith, and a man with faith is scary because these guys truly believe that they belong here and that they belong where they're at and that they are this good. Eagles have the history of being that good, but you're seeing AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts are like godfathers to each other's kids. You have your number one with a book on the sideline, and tensions are high in Philly. And you've got a bunch of guys playing with house money over in Chicago. Chicago is very, very dangerous right now.
Yeah, Brandon, I think the one X factor, if you look at the last 5 weeks, is Colston
Yes,
Loveland for
great
the
tight end.
Bears. He's top 5 in every offensive category for tight ends, and he is a problem. He is like, it's not Brock Bowers, right? It's not like the Raiders just feeding one guy because they have a lot of mouths to feed on that offense with Rome and DJ and Luther Burton is slowly start. Now Luther had 2 bad drops on
And don't forget
Sunday,
about Cole
but
Kmet.
he's starting to get in the mix, right? Corey's, yeah, and Cole Kmet is involved, and so it's like, and Manungai, the rookie back, is just a bowling ball.
What he got?
A
Six
great,
six
great
touchdowns in
late
6
pick.
games.
Yeah. And so I do think Colston Loveland creates a unique dynamic. If Philly decides to play a lot of man like they did against the Cowboys early, he's going to be a problem because he chips and gets out and catches the ball at 6 and makes it 14, and he is a tough man to bring down.
Yeah.
And I really think he's going to evolve into, not saying he's going to put up the numbers like him, but he's going to evolve it into Travis Kelce in that offense.
I like Loveland a lot. I thought that they
That's
didn't utilize him enough at the beginning of the season, but now that the playbook is starting to open up and he's getting some
Well, when you
experience,
miss camp, it's hard.
huh?
When you miss camp, it's hard. Him and Luther Burton both missed camp with
Some
some
injuries,
injuries.
right?
yeah.
And but for him being a rookie, taking that step, that jump, this back half of the season, I thought they've really used Loveland. And you're right about Luther Burton. Where did he go to school? Where did Luther?
Missouri.
MIZ lost to OU.
He went to MI. He went to Mizzou.
It
Yep.
must
Yeah.
be also you. I like that. I'm gonna have to use
Dude,
that.
he's. Yeah, I like him. I think he's a good. I think he's a good receiver. I think he's going to be all right. Um, I think the Eagles do win this game. I think the Bears do win this game. I think they go into Philly. I think Philly's in trouble, especially after not being able to score.
In my mind, it's a franchise like shifting game, right? Like if the Bears go and win, the momentum just continues on as you go into Green Bay twice in the next 3 weeks, and it can really shift a franchise that like hasn't had a ton, right? Like you have these blips of success a couple years with my man Smoking Jay Cutler, the year with Mitch when we get the double doink after Mitch. I really think that ruined Mitch's career. He drives down the field and gets the double doink. I think people forget that about him. He really played well that year, and so I think this one kind of can shift the franchise because like not only are they in a really good spot at 8-3, but as you project out, you've got 3 more years of Caleb on a rookie deal. DJ's big contract is up after next year. And you've got Komet for 2 more on a really good deal. And they've really done a good job of getting some pieces in the draft that have been just outstanding. I am really happy with what Ryan Poles has done. And they've shown they aren't afraid to go get a trade and get a guy that they feel like they need.
By the way, you're welcome for DJ Moore. That was the worst trade in history for the Carolina Panthers franchise.
Yeah, let's not forget Carolina and their role in this. They did a great job.
Yeah, I mean Carolina did a great job setting up Chicago. I mean, you trade for the number one pick, you turn around and you get another number one pick out of nowhere because Caleb Williams was terrible his rookie year. And I'm 100% sold that it was 100% on Eberflus because I've seen what happened as soon as Eberflus came to Dallas. So I have been screaming for his head since week 2.
Yeah, they looked really bad in the second half last week, didn't they,
No. Last week
Brandon?
was good.
As soon as
Now
he
listen.
as soon as he gets a pass rusher back in there, the defense has looked a lot
So
better.
let's talk about my Dallas defense for a minute because I can go back 30 years of history, and I can show you with Sean Lee and Leighton Vander Esch and what was my crazy guy's name? Who won a Super Bowl? He was a coach for a while. What's that crazy dude's name?
Ken Norton
No,
Jr.
the other dude, the linebacker for the Cowboys back in the '90s, became a coach.
That was Norton Jr. was the linebacker. He became a
That's not who I'm
coach.
thinking of.
So
I know
But
one thing that Philadelphia is not doing this year, real quick. That Chicago's doing, that Dallas does, that I see a lot of teams. They have a decent tight end in Goddard, and it's like it's a no show with him. It's been a no show all year with him.
Jack Del Rio,
There you go. He's the reason we became a Super Bowl team.
yeah,
He was part of that trade to get when we sent Herschel Walker to Minnesota.
but since the '90s, since we've lost since we won our last Super Bowl 30 years ago, we've had uh, the one I just said, Jack Del Rio, right? When he gets hurt, the whole defense goes down because for some reason when our linebacker goes down, we can't play defense. Sean Lee, same thing. Great when he's on the field, all of a sudden we can't play when he's not. Leighton Vander Esch, same thing. You put the Wolf Hunter out there, and he's great. As soon as he's not on the field, the defense can't play. Now I have Demarion Overshaw, same thing. He's missed all season. Defense hasn't been able to play. Couldn't didn't play the first half. Defense couldn't play. Put him in the second half. Defense shuts out the Eagles. Please tell me why we can't play without my linebacker. Please tell me if my linebacker's gone, why we can't play. That's on the DC.
I don't know. I think Eberflus is a good DC. So you and I are just gonna probably always disagree
He
on
might be a
that.
good DC, but he was a terrible head coach. And why you go save this?
Correct.
Why you go save him when you have a rookie head coach? That to me is not a recipe for success. However, they turned this around this year. We ended up making the playoffs because we messed around and got good somehow. Hey,
Brandon,
more power to you.
here's a wild question for you as a Cowboys fan. You can't afford both Pickens and Lamb. Do you trade CD to keep
I
Pickens?
would, and I'll tell you why.
After watching his hands,
I'll tell you why. One, CD since last year since his rookie year has had a bunch of drops. Now the last couple of years the drops have gone down, but you had 4 drops against the Eagles in week 1. You had 4 drops against the Eagles last week. You do have a case of the drops. You hold out. You're a little bit of a diva, and I can get 2 first rounds for you. You are more valuable to me through trade than you are on my team. Sorry, OU boy.
No, I actually agree with you. I think CD is a top 20 receiver in the NFL, undoubtedly. But if I'm the Raiders and I'm sitting there with no weapons, I think CD is really intriguing to me.
Yeah,
Outside of Brock Bowers, if I can go trade, who am I going to get better than CD in the draft?
that's coming out this year. Oh,
It,
nobody I know of.
exactly. And the quarterbacks don't look intriguing. If I can give my number one to Dallas to go get CD, and then give my like 3 and 4 to Cleveland to get Shador. So I have CD, Bowers, Genty, and Shador, and then you've got Turner, and you've got some like the Beck kid is going to be like a decent little weapon for them.
he's
Like
looking
I
at
feel,
Edelman type, the slot guy that can kind of speedy guy that
yeah,
will produce.
I don't
So
hate
yeah,
because
that.
I really I really think Cleveland would give Shador up if you offered him like a 3 and a 4 and then a 3 in the following year because it's Cleveland.
You got him in the
And
fifth
then he'll
round. Let me
probably
give you
go
a
on
fifth
to be a
round.
Hall of Fame.
You don't believe in him? You ain't utilizing him.
Yeah. And I found it really interesting that Dion sat in the owner's box with the Davis family.
Man, when Shador threw that 50-yard bomb to Isaiah Bond, uh, they showed the camera up in the box, and boy, Dion was going. He was going ham. He was so excited about that throw. But that
Yep.
throw, legit. Isaiah Bond made a great adjustment, but that throw and catch was pretty spectacular. That was a nice ball coming out of his hand.
Yeah, and I guess my point being is like if you're the Cowboys, if you can get some capital, like there's always wide receivers
Yeah.
available. I think that's one thing we've learned, right? You can
Yep.
always get talented wide receivers, and Pickens is a monster. Now, could he be a problem? Yeah, he could be, but I think that just comes with the wide receiver territory. Michael Irvin was psychotic, you know, right? Like,
Hey,
what's the guy? Why am I blanking?
Was it
The guy
Alvin
in
Harper
Tampa
you're
Bay.
thinking of? Alvin Harper was the yin to to Irvin's yang. In other
Yeah.
words, he was a calm.
Yeah, well, I was thinking of like the guy in Tampa who, oh my gosh, he wrote the book "Throw Me the Damn Ball."
Oh,
Keyshawn Johnson.
Deshaun,
Keyshawn
yeah,
Johnson.
Keyshawn.
Yeah, I mean, not everybody's Devonte Adams who just kind of shows up and does his job and doesn't say much. That's why I think the Rams are so good. They've got two of the top 30 wide receivers in the NFL, and Puka and Adams just kind of just show up and do their job and don't say anything.
Well, in the Super Bowl, the Rams were my Super Bowl pick, and because Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua are the number one duo in the league. Outside of Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams, what duo are you taking? CD and George Pickens has an argument. I get you. I'm not taking them over that duo. Uh, Jamar Chase and T Higgins. T Higgins is the number one on probably 21 other teams. Let's that's the argument I'll hear. But when you have a Puka
Yeah, I'll
Nacua,
spit on that argument.
when you got Puka Nacua, who's
All right.
arguably a top five, definitely a top 10, arguably top five. You got Devontae Adams, who definitely is a top five, top three, and
Yeah.
now you put those two together. What duo is better?
Logical question here. If the Vikings had the quarterback, okay, Addison and Justin Jefferson,
They're
would you
nice.
put
They're
them up
not
there?
Jamar Chase and T Higgins, and T Higgins.
No,
That's
I'm
not
not
Puka
saying they are.
Nacua.
I'm saying would you put them in that top five duo, top 10 duos?
No, top 10 maybe, not top five.
All right.
I think Justin Jefferson.
I put them in the top 32. I put them in the
Yeah,
top
I
32
would say they're
conversation.
probably top.
Top
Top
five.
32 conversation. I put them there.
You got Jackson Smith, who might win the Triple Crown with Raheed Shaheed. That's a pretty
Oh,
nice
here we
duo.
go.
I know he's hurt, but Tyreek and Achan, or not Tyreek and Achan, Tyreek and Waddle, that's a speedy duo. Say what you want, but I really like Rasheed Rice and Hollywood Brown, or
Yeah.
Rasheed Rice and Xavier Worthy. I think that receiving core is probably the best in the league.
Yeah,
That's why.
yeah.
That's why.
Getting
That's why the
Rasheed back
Chiefs are
is
struggling.
huge.
Chiefs are struggling because Travis Kelce can't catch a third down or a touchdown.
Because the tight end is all the offense. I forgot.
Well,
You don't have a run game.
it was swiftly known.
Yeah.
No,
Travis just needs to shake it off.
it's swiftly known that
Brandon needs to take his cowboy glasses off and start seeing other players in the league besides his own.
Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua don't play for the Cowboys. They play for the Rams.
Who's your Super Bowl pick, homeboy?
The Rams, homeboy. The Rams and Chiefs, homeboy.
That's who I said. Your Rams are your Super Bowl pick.
Right, but I'm not a Cowboys fan. You said take
You might as well
Cowboys
start
last
talking
time.
about Lions. You might as well talk about the Lions like Rodney does all the time.
No, they're going backwards. They lost both coordinators. They're going to lose
Hey,
to the
good
Packers
morning,
this
Coach
week.
Bacon. How are you?
all right,
Hey,
All right, so looking
We
at
will-
Friday slate, I got about 20 minutes. I've got to go. I got to get over. Uh, the first game that I show is Texas, but hang on, let me scroll down a minute.
Ole Miss, Mississippi State.
There you go.
Yep.
11
The
o'clock
Humpty
The
Dumpty
Egg
ABC.
Bowl.
Bowl.
I mean, I think this is a really interesting game,
Sweet, bro.
right? Ole Miss's AD, they've come out and said that Lane Kiffin's thing will be talked about Saturday after the game. Um, if you get on any social media outlet anywhere, um, everybody's saying Lane's going to LSU. I still stand by what I asserted last week that I think this has been a whole Lane Kiffin esque show to stay at Old Miss and just create chaos. I think there's just like too many intricacies involved in it, right? Like Knox talking to a high school, like the stuff. I could be wrong, but I do think that they're right. Like Lane met with the team a couple weeks ago to talk about it before the Florida game, and none of the players said a word, right? Like if there was something like off in that meeting, like you would have heard about it. He's been super complimentary of their quarterback, who they're attempting to get an extra year of eligibility for. Um, there's a lot. I think there's a lot of smoke, and maybe the house isn't burning down there. That being said, I love Sapin and Ole Miss or in Mississippi State, and they've been on the brink. They're better. The Egg Bowl is like unpredictable, and give me Mississippi State to create playoff chaos.
All right, Dale, you rose your hand. What's up?
So to follow up on Bacon there, Lane Kiffin, we're all capable of telling lies, little white lies, and I'm sure he said whatever he had to say to his players a couple weeks ago. But I got Kiffin throwing the Egg Bowl just to knock Ole Miss out of the playoffs, and he's going to LSU. That's the Lane Kiffin way. So Mississippi State wins the Egg Bowl because Kiffin's going to LSU.
Whether it goes in or not, I'm saying Ole Miss still wins it.
You know what? Honestly, with pressure the play upon him, Lane Kiffin is really being smart here. He's putting all the onus on him. Whether he stays or goes, who gives a rat's butt? Because you know what? Ultimately, he knows what's on the line here. Playoffs. He hadn't made the playoffs at Ole Miss since he's been there. This is his first hurrah getting there. I think he gets it done, Ole Miss.
Brandon, all you.
I've got Ole Miss in this game. These kids, the seniors and stuff, they're playing for something. He's done a great job building that program, and I think these kids can win in spite of Lane Kiffin. Give me Ole Miss. Utah, Kansas.
Utah
This is going to be a sweet
Yeah,
Utah.
Utah.
Sweet.
by about 1 million.
Georgia, Georgia
Unless
Tech.
Corey,
Corey, are you taking
Kansas,
Utah?
Georgia.
All right,
Yeah.
sweet. Georgia,
I know
Georgia,
you like
Georgia
being
Tech.
on the island by yourself.
I got Georgia. I got the dogs.
Give me Georgia Tech at upset.
Coach?
I'm trying with
Georgia
Corey.
Tech. Georgia
Okay.
Tech has one hope to get in the playoff, and I don't even know if they actually have a hope or not. They need a lot to happen, but I don't know what happened last week. Haynes King looked awful in the first half, and then started to figure it out. Man, it's going to come down to the wire, and I like Georgia Tech. I like the resiliency in that group. I love the coach there. Love what they do. and the fight they have, give me Georgia Tech.
Rodney?
I'm going to go Georgia Tech here because for everything Bacon said, but honestly, they hung with them last year. This is the same team that they're bringing back. And one thing I always say about Georgia Tech, that's one team you don't want to play for their blocking scheme because their blocking scheme is like the old school cut block at the knees. They're a very dangerous team. Now, playoffs, I think that chance went away against Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh might have been a trap
Blocking
game because
scheme
you
blocked
had
them out of the playoffs, Rodney.
Yeah. I'm going with Georgia for the simple fact that they're just different. I mean, Georgia Tech lost hopes last week, and Georgia's just gonna.
Georgia Tech almost lost to Wake Forest, guys. I mean, you guys act like they're world beaters, and they just had a couple of they've had like a hiccup here against Pitt. That team has been in very close games, and I'm not buying them. Even if they won the ACC, if they had the chance to play for the ACC championship, they're not going anywhere. Georgia is going to roll them up to make a statement.
Georgia was supposed
This
to
game is not even going to be.
Georgia Tech.
It's not even going to be close. This game's. I'm telling you right now, this game's not even going to be close.
All right. Well, Georgia was supposed to mollywop them last year, and Georgia Tech gave them more than they wanted. So
Yeah, that's just
A&M and Texas.
Ugly.
Which game?
Oh, A&M.
Oh, A&M, Texas.
Giggle.
A&M, and I think they make a statement.
Yeah, that defense is going to be wearing Manning's jockstrap by the end of the game.
I understand their defense and stuff, but I think it's a closer game. I think Texas pulls it out. I don't know why. It's just one of those feelings.
Yeah, Texas beats our little sister at home.
I knew where you were going, Brandon.
The question is this: Texas A&M was down 30-3 against South Carolina and came back. You know what? Arch and the whole team has been playing a lot better lately.
5 minutes, Bird.
And
I got
it's at
5 minutes.
home. Am I not right? All right. Give me Texas.
Indiana at Purdue.
Don't you come back and say A&M after the game. Oh, God. Indiana.
Yeah, that's
The mob lost by 75.
that's what I was thinking. They're going to put 70 up.
Indiana.
Arizona at Arizona State.
I'm going to
Give
go
me
different this time.
Favita in Arizona.
Dang, Coach, you took my thunder. I agree with you on that one. I take Arizona.
I'm taking the Sun Devils.
Arizona State just because they're at home. If they were away, I'd take Arizona.
I'm going Arizona.
You're going who, Rod?
I'm going Arizona because I think that coach gets a win before he goes to University of Florida.
All right, Saturday, November 29th, we got Ohio State at Michigan.
Rondé gets his win against Michigan. He's not going to lose that game. He gets the monkey off his back.
I don't see anybody beating Ohio State except for maybe Alabama.
Don't give a damn about the whole state of Michigan. The whole state of Michigan. Give me OHI.
I'm going
Rodney?
OHIO because if I pick Michigan, I am the kiss of death.
Who'd you take? You took You know what? I'm gonna go Ohio State. Just because of the freshman quarterback at Michigan.
Texas Tech at Virginia. West Virginia, I'm sorry. That should be a sweep.
Texas Tech night.
Tech.
Yeah, Tech.
Texas Tech.
Yep.
Miami
Red
at Pitt.
Raiders.
Miami at Pitt.
Give me Pitt. Miami's completely out of the conversation.
Ouch. Well, we know who I'm going for. I'm going Miami.
I want that chaos in the
Uh,
ACC. Give me Pitt.
I'm gonna take
I got
Miami.
Miami winning that.
Yeah, I got Miami winning as well. UCF at BYU.
Is it going to be snowing?
Maybe.
What game, Brandon?
UCF at BYU.
BYU.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Mormons
BYU.
don't even play their starters.
Sweep.
And then they get their revenge against Texas Tech.
BYU.
All right. Oregon at Washington.
Oregon.
Oregon.
Sweep.
I'm going to go upset here, Washington.
There you go. LSU at Oklahoma.
They're hard to kill, man. They're hard to kill. Give me OU.
I'll take Sooner Nation.
Yeah.
Give me
home.
LSU.
Give me Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And you can send me a message if I lose, Coach.
They're starting a new thing at the between the third and fourth quarter where they do the hard to kill thing and they play Mini Men by 50 Cent. It's over. They gotta come to Norman. The young quarterback's gonna see ghosts for 6 months after that.
Vandy at Tennessee.
I'm going to take Tennessee.
Give me Heifel and the Vols.
I got
Io, who you got?
I got Tennessee.
I got Vanderbilt. Pavia gets it done. Pavia throws another layer of chaos to the SEC.
All right. The next one is Virginia
I
Tech.
say Vanderbilt.
Virginia.
Vanderbilt seems to have lost their soul
Oh,
ever
there you go.
since Texas beat them. So Vanderbilt's going to lose this one at home to Tennessee. Or Tennessee's at home. They're going to win this
Yeah,
one.
they only put up like 57 against Kentucky.
You tell them, Brandon.
Well, we regained the soul against Tennessee.
Whatever.
Virginia Tech at
We
Virginia.
don't like Virginia.
I'll take the Who's. The Who's over the Hokies.
Virginia.
Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia.
Give me the Pokey Pokies.
You go an upset
You're going to
special?
go Virginia Tech? Really?
Yep.
That's crazy. Iron Bowl.
Oh, God. I'm in trouble here.
Roll Tide.
I'm telling you right now, I'm going Auburn for the upset.
As much as I need that.
Yeah,
Roll Tide.
they're wanting to play spoiler. I'm going to take Auburn just for the hell of it,
There you go.
because that would definitely hurt Alabama's
Well.
opportunities.
Do I go with my wife or do I go with that elephant in the room?
Go against
Well-
your wife.
Rodney, no matter what room you go into, you're the elephant in the room. So just go ahead and make your wife happy and pick Auburn.
You're right. Give me Auburn.
There you go.
Coach.
Ramajama. Yellow Hammer.
UCLA and
Nothing wrong
USC.
with Auburn.
I love it.
Oh, man. USC wins that one.
By a landslide.
USC.
Yeah.
USC.
Yeah.
Charlotte at Tulane. That should be a sweep.
Tulane by
Tulane.
75.
The waves
Some of these games
coming in. The waves
Some of these
coming
games
in.
you can just write us all down, Brandon. You don't have to guess.
Well, here's the thing. I actually hope Charlotte beats them because I think North Texas is the team that can compete in a playoff setting the best.
I agree
I
about
agree.
North Texas.
Yes. Yes.
SMU in
Yeah, but
California.
their coaches,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dio.
SMU.
No, what'd you say? What'd you say before that?
Well, I wanted to say that North Texas coach is going to Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
which
Yep.
is a great
Buckeyes.
hire. Which is a
Yeah,
great
I agree.
hire.
I agree. I
Yes, it
agree.
is.
SMU in California.
SMU, man, Mustangs run all over them.
SMU could be the ACC champion.
I'm going
Go ahead.
SMU, and there's a backdoor way for them to get in the ACC championship game, and I forget what it is, but I hope they get in because they can be a problem in the playoff too.
Yep.
That's what I was saying.
I say SMU.
SMU brings a layer of chaos and wins the ACC championship and forces a 3-loss
Our
team
sweet.
to get in.
I mean, if Virginia Tech beats Virginia, yeah, that could be their door in. That could be their way in.
Yep.
Isn't
Because
if
right
Miami
now,
loses too, right?
no, hold on,
Yes.
Miami's behind SMU. You got Virginia and Duke sitting at 1 and 2, SMU 3, Miami 4, but Pitt's sitting there
How
too.
the frick is Duke? How the frick is Duke there?
That's just
Because the ACC's that bad this year.
We will get into that on another Wednesday.
All right. Last
Yeah.
one. Notre Dame and Stanford.
Oh, well, you got to
The
go
Irish.
Cardinal. Andrew Luck, their general manager there.
Irish.
Frank Reich, Andrew Luck, pull off the upset.
Yep. I've got the upset.
And I'll have what Bacon spitting in that bottle.
You may Stanford as much as I think Notre Dame will win. I want to see that upset and Notre Dame not get into the playoff and have to win the conference.
It's not going to happen, Rod, because Saban weeks ago, before Notre Dame even lost their second game, he guaranteed they were going to be in the playoffs. So you can't go against Saban, Rod. It don't matter if they lost 4 games, they'd be in the playoffs.
3 sausage fingers reasons why they don't get in. 3 losses. If they lose to Stanford, that's their worst loss. I can forgive the Miami and Texas A&M losses.
You're acting like
If they were
Stanford's
top.
good.
Stanford's trash. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say if they lose to Stanford, it's a level of competition.
I like Notre Dame's coach. He's not going to have them boys overlooking Stanford. I mean, look, he's going to have them go out and play a good game of football. Love's going to roll over the place. Love's probably going to have 3 rushing touchdowns, and maybe 1 receiver.
You're probably right. And the way it stands, they're going to have to come to Norman, and he won't run for that much against OU.
All right, guys. This episode has been brought to you in part by Heaven Sent Hellbait Gear. Go to hshbgear.com. 15% off promo code Mary. W Energy Dugout Mugs and Styles Apparel. We appreciate you guys for coming in. We'll see you guys next time. See you guys Friday. Peace.